So today I'm going to be showing you an exercise that we should stop doing and why we should stop doing it, as well as an exercise that we can use to replace it. Now, it's a very common exercise and you may find yourself having done it in the past very frequently, and that is the upright row that looks just like this. The problem with that exercise is it creates elevation of our shoulder as well as internal rotation, which puts us in a very dangerous situation for shoulder impingement. In fact, if you go to the doctor or physical therapist, they'll actually put you in that position, that elevated and internally rotated position, to see if you have shoulder impingement. So we're going to use Fred here, give you a little bit of closer look of why we should not be in that position, and in the end, what exercise we can substitute in for it instead. Alright, so we're going to be using Fred's shoulder region here, and as you can see, we have this rough edge on the outside of the shoulder. And when we internally rotate and lift it up, you can see how there's very minimal room between these two spaces. So anything that's caught in between there, primarily the tendons, is going to be subject to a lot of friction and a lot of fraying. Where if we keep that shoulder either externally rotated, there is no friction between those two areas, so we have no harm. Again, this is something that you're not going to feel right away. It takes place over time, but that is why we don't want to be in that position, because over time it can cause a lot of harm. So the next question is, what exercise can we switch this out for? And the first thing we need to do is get rid of the straight bar or barbell, because this bar prevents us, it puts us already into that internally rotated position. We can't get externally rotated because we can't pull this bar through our body. So instead, what we want to do is we want to have dumbbells which allow us to keep externally rotated. And it's called the dumbbell high pull. And as you'll see here, we're pulling up, just like with the upright row, but instead of keeping our shoulders internally rotated, we externally rotate, and our wrists beat our elbow to the top rather than our elbow beating the wrist to the top. So again, externally rotate. We're also getting a little bit of trap in there, but it'll be a better contraction and overall a better movement for your joint health over time. I hope you guys enjoyed this Fitness Friday. Fred and I had a great time making it, and we'll see you next week. Have a great weekend.